top of the bottom where I ride now. South.
All right. So now they're just going to wait for Zombie to pull out of the way. Here we go. First battle of test comp at Indy. German Engineering versus Japanese JDM. Off on the 50 roll. Cracula leading the way. Backwards initiation, but oh, and then there's going to be contact. He did not get the inner clip. So he will probably be deemed at fault for that, for going offline. Another contact going into the final corner. Great line otherwise from Cracula. And a decent chase from cause contact. So here we go for run number 2. They're off and running. Initiates. I do apologize for the camera change, but I did see that he did miss the first inside clip. Cracula trying to catch up to that fast R35. Making a slight mistake going a little wide on the inside zone, but it hits the touch and go perfectly, as well as the power out. Not much proximity there, but other than that, it was quite a clean run from both drivers as they're going to head back. All right, so unfortunately, they will deem the contact Cracula's fault for going offline and coming back in. That's what caused contact, because Gittin did stay online, and due to not much proximity in the chase on the second run, V. Gittin Jr. will be moving on to the top 16. And they are both ready to go. Connor in the S15. Sleety Drifts in the MX5. They're off for that 50 roll. Gonna hit the gas. And S15 gets a little bit of a pull on him, but they don't call for a restart. Oh, contact. He was trying to catch up to him big time there. It's going to force him to take an inside line on Connor. Connor missing the inner clip number 2. Both getting the inside zone, heading out to the touch and go in the final corner. And oh, there's a spin. There may have been contact there. Judges will have to go back and look at this. Comes in. So here we go, run number 2. Between Sleety Drifts in the lead and Connor in the chase. A little bit of contact, a little friendly tap on the 50 roll. The MX5 actually pulling away of Sleety Drifts, but Connor's going to slowly reel him in here, and Sleety Drifts dropping a tire, but then there's contact made from Connor. And I don't know about you guys, but I did not see brake lights light up, and that is a decel zone. So I would think that the contact there would be deemed against Connor, but we'll have to wait and hear from a decision from the judges here in a minute. Word back from the judges. So the first run, they deemed Sleety Drifts at fault for the contact because that is a decel zone. So he was at fault for that first run. But that second run, they deemed Connor at fault because that is also a decel zone. Even though Sleety was dropping a tire there, that is a decel zone, so he has the right to slow down there, whether it's off throttle or brakes. And Connor just hit him, and that's what caused the stoppage in the run. So they're going to go one more time. All right, and they're off and running. Connor and the S15 in the lead. They're going to head down the start stretch again. Good initiation by both. Not so much angle contact, a little bit pushing Connor wide. Connor was going to get the inner clip perfectly till he made the contact, and now he misses the second inner clip. Both getting the inner zone. Not much proximity here going into the final corner. Oh, and then there's a problem with Sleety Drifts. He straight grips up and goes off course. So now they're going to switch places here. All right, they're off. stand right there with Sleety. And now that LS power kicks in, and he pulls away from him due to being lighter. And so far, a great line from Sleety Drift. This is what he has to pull out, because he knows that Connor can't catch him. And as I say that, he misses the second inner clip, as well as the inside zone, throwing too much angle, having to slow down, and completely missing the touch and go, and going out to the power route, as Connor was able to catch up to him on his door. And due to many mistakes by Sleety Drifts in the lead and the chase, Connor will be moving on to the top 8, I believe. Nope, top 16. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. Run number 1. All right, here we go. Now they're off and running. Slight flick initiation from All Motor. Late initiation from Shepard, trying to catch up. Dropping tire is Motor in that lead position on the first or second inner clip, going through the inner zone, just barely getting it, not quite getting out to the touch and go is Shepard, and there was nearly no proximity there. All right, so I was just discussing it with them. I'm sure he's not going to be happy about this, and like I said, it's going to cause controversy, but Drift Shepard is going to be moving on to the next round, not because of the battle, but so we are very strict with the 50-mile-an-hour roll on our courses, so that way we have good tandems. Unfortunately, All Motor is going to be disqualified for going faster than the 50 roll, and that would explain why Drift Shepard was struggling so hard to catch up to him, and then finally did catch up to him. So unfortunate for All Motor, because it looked like he was running fairly good besides that, but unfortunately it will be a disqualification. There goes Zombie out of the way. Cub Scout leading. King Phillip in the chase. Big feint initiation from Cub Scout, still getting that inside clip with some great angle. Both drivers a little twitchy due to being on controller. Big angle correction there in the chase from King Phillip. So far, a very clean line from Cub Scout. Oh, King Phillip dives inside and spins. Very unfortunate, because he was trying to dive in on Cub Scout's door, and he was running a very clean lead. There we go. Run number 2 between Cub Scout and King Phillip. Phillip in the lead. Cub Scout in the chase. On his bumper, making a little bit of contact. Good initiation, but not much angle. Cub Scout diving on the door, making contact, but doesn't seem to affect Phillip's angles too much. And Phillip misses the inner clip and then goes wide on the inside zone, but Cub Scout just sticking to him. And here through the decel, and they hit the power out. But all right. And unanimously, all 3 judges say Cub Scout's going to be moving on. And I know I said the top 16, but this battle in the top 16, your number 1 qualifier versus your number 17, both are 35 black editions. As he's going to come out on top. A little bit of contact before the end of the 50 roll. He's forced back off. Beautiful initiation from Jimothy, as well as getting, just does not have the proximity. Jimothy possibly just missing that second inner clip, but getting the inner zone beautifully, as well as the touch and go. Both drivers have a great line until now, but there was nearly no proximity from getting on Jimothy. Neeson versus Neeson. Now they're off. Timothy giving them a little bit of a head start. Knows that he can catch up to him. Here they go on the acceleration. Initiate. Beautiful initiation by both. The rumble strip is allowed there. Great chase run from Jimothy, following him off the line. Missing that inner clip, getting the inner zone, heading out to the touch and go. Dropping a tire over the line is getting, there's a little bit of contact. Judges may have to determine whether he was already spinning or if it was because of the contact. Now, I do know that Jimothy is on a wheel, I believe. All right, so we have an official decision. So coming out of run one, Jimothy obviously had the advantage due to no proximity from Gittin, but that spin in the last corner, there was contact, but he was already starting the spin before the contact because the contact was actually made in the front of the car. If anything, that would have helped Gittin. So XC Jimothy moving on to the top 8. Ready to go. Off and running, hit the Excel zone. Great initiation by both. Carnage starting to open up a gap though. Getting that inner clip is Carnage. Beautiful line so far from that lead position. What a great line from Carnage. He's probably wondering where was that in qualifying. The bracket. Off and running. Accelerate. A little bit of a flick initiation from Connor. Contact made from Carnage, being really aggressive. Having to cut angle out to catch back up to him. Connor not getting that inner clip. Not quite getting the touch and go is Connor, and both getting to the power out as Carnage was right on Connor's door. He did make that contact, but it didn't seem to affect him too much. We will be back with it. It was a split decision, 2-3. It's going to be Carnage moving on to the top 8. Because there was contact made, guys, but it didn't seem to affect Connor's line too much to miss that next inner clip. It was early into the corner that the contact was made. Connor could have adjusted just by slowing down through that decel zone and got that inside clip. Ready? Run number 1 in this top 16 battle. They're off. Eureka in chase. Good initiation by both. A little bit wide from the lead position. Both getting that second inner clip as well as the inside zone. Not much proximity there. Neither one getting out to the touch and go, and that throws off Eureka, you can tell. But he's going to drop a tire. Unfortunate in that last corner, like I said earlier in the stream. Lined up, ready to go. Now they're off. Eureka leading both S15, 1 LS, 1 RB. Initiate, beautiful initiation by both, possibly dropping a tire as Eureka into that first corner over the rumble strip. Both getting the inside clip, going into the inside zone. Now M60 starting to lose ground. He cuts in. Oh, a little bit of angle correction from Eureka, but no contact. That was a much better. All right. So with a split decision, it's going to be a one more time due to equal mistakes by both drivers in both their leads and chases that the judges just could not come up with a decision. Number one in these two drivers. M60 in the lead in that blue S15. Eureka giving chase in the white S15. They hit the gas. Initiates. A little bit of a late initiation from M60. He's going to drop 2 tires, and that's going to be an incomplete run. Now that overtake is allowed from Eureka since he did go offline on an inside clip. All he has to do is finish the run, but now he goes off incomplete run. All he had to do was finish out. Now they're off. Hopefully we can finally come up with a winner and keep moving on with the bracket. They hit the Excel zone. Good initiation by both. Holding that midline. M60 right on his door, makes contact, doesn't push him a little bit wide, but Eureka's able to correct it and still get the touch and go and the power out, but now dropping a tire on the power out is Eureka. So yet another close battle out here at the test comp at Indy for F. All right, so we do have an official decision. We do have a winner. So the reasoning is because this driver made contact while the driver who received the contact saved it, was still able to hit the clipping point and only drop a tire still throughout that corner. And it's going to be Eureka moving on to the top 8, I believe. Here we go, run number 1 between your number 2 qualifier and Drift Shepherd. Another import versus muscle battle here. They hit the gas. A little bit of a flick initiation from Booty, nailing the inner clip as both drivers. Booty was a little bit cleaner in that lead, unable to dive back in for that second inner clip. Drift Shepherd's forced to hit the brakes, did not make contact as Booty still just pulling away from him and dropping one tire on the power out. Drift Shepherd just struggling to get proximity. Miscommunication between the blocked vehicle and myself. And here they go for run number 2. Drift Shepherd in the lead, that Booty meet in the chase. Booty right on his rear bumper. Oh, but Booty initiates early. It goes into the wall. So now Drift Shepherd just has to finish out the run without making an incomplete run. Not sure what just happened. Oh, but he gripped up and dropped 2 tires at the finish. That would also be an incomplete run. And my screen did go black, so I'm not sure. Yeah, Booty meat is still in. All right, the result is in. And like I said, guys, just so there's no controversy, we have to go off of the first run. And there was no proximity and mistakes in the chase, and Booty had a clean run. So Booty's going to be moving on to the top 8. Here we go. Oh, it seems that Cosmic had stalled it. He's able to catch up. Good timing for the initiating of both of them. Beautiful line entering into the first corner. Not dropping any tires on the rumble, even though it is allowed through that section. Not quite getting the inner clip is Savage. Getting right on the door was Cosmic going into the final part of the corner. And no tire drops. Now on that last corner though, Cosmic did go inside. That's how he was able to pull. They're going to go for their second run. Now they're off. Savage did get a jump. She's allowed to do that. That's why we allowed the chase driver to go first. And immediately putting pressure on Cosmic. Good initiative, but he drops the tire off the rumble, and now there's contact to where Cosmic is forced to shut her down and go off course. So we're going to have to see how the judges want to play this out, because Cosmic did make a mistake in the first clip. Getting word via chat. Someone told me to check chat, and so anyway, what happened to Cosmic was that his wheel died. So the way we look at that, since it is online and we are trying to be as close to Formula Drift as possible, it'd be the same thing, I guess you could say, as if something went wrong in your steering on your car and is deemed as a mechanical failure. So that Savage just really had nowhere to go in that situation. So Savage is going to be moving on to the next round. We're lined up and ready to go. They're off and running. On the gas. Beautiful initiation by both. Shino was right there on the door, and now Jimothy's starting to open up a gap. Shino just dropping a tire, trying to catch up to that R35 as he does, getting right on that quarter panel, going into the final corner, out to the touch and go, and out to the power out. Great run by both drivers. Very clean run from Jimothy. Not the cleanest we've seen from him, but very clean. Here we go, top 8 battle, number 1 in the East bracket. On the gas. I do apologize for the camera. Good initiation by Shino, I see. Jimothy right there with them. Both getting that inner clip. Shino dropping a tire on the rumble strip in through that inner zone, heading out to the touch and go. Takes out some angle, trying to reach out to it, not quite getting it. A little bit of contact. Shino's throwing some angle just to keep him from going off course. And now that close battle in run 1 just got interesting with this one. Another split decision. One judge said OMT, but the final decision is Jimothy moving on to the final 4 in the final lobby due to Shino making slight mistakes in the lead position. Position's ready to go. Just a quick refresher who's where. Carnage is in the lead position. First one to actually jump the van. The chase driver is allowed to do that. That's why we allow the chase driver to lead first. And Cub Scout right on his door, dropping a tire in the process, going into the second inner clip. They both get it. Cub Scout slowly closing in on Carnage's door. Oh, and Cub Scout dives way inside, missing the and drops 2 tires. That got interesting real quick. It looked like it was going to be a great battle, and then a lot of drama in that last corner. Rerun of run number 2. Oh, and we got block van contact. That's going to be a vehicle interference restart. That's one warning for Cub Scout for jumping the van. The chase driver is allowed to jump. That's why we back it up and allow the chase driver to leave first. So we're going to redo it here. Just waiting for the van to move. And there we go. This rerun of run number 2 in this top 8 battle. Big flick initiation from Cub Scout yet again, but this, I don't know how he did not drop tires there. I thought he was for sure going into the wall with how early he initiated and the angle he threw on that. Still a clean run from Cub Scout. If I could talk today. Drops a tire over the touch and go, but clean power out. That was a phenomenal run from both drivers. And now he goes off in the grass in that corner. And now that we finally got a full clean run, we will be back. All right, we're back with the decision, and the decision is we're going to go one more time between these two. So if you guys need to get tires, you're more than welcome to, but you guys are the last battle of this lobby. Now our next event, guys, is going to be December unless we come up with another test comp. But the next one is December. That's the driver search. Top 64 car field coming out qualifying. Top 48 get to compete in 2020. So that is the one that matters, guys, and signups are still open for that. So here we go. Run number 1 of this OMT number 2. Run number 1 of OMT, sorry. Had to think about that one for a sec. So here we go. Carnage and the Mustang giving lead, and these guys have competed plenty of times as an FHDL on Horizon 3 back in the day. Good initiation from both. A little bit short from Cub Scout. That's going to cause him to lose ground. Carnage coming right back in, getting the second inner clip. Cub Scout dropping a tire over the rumble strip just to try to catch up to that fast Mustang of Carnage. Carnage, probably one of the cleanest runs we've seen all day. Had he done that in qualifying, he probably would have been tied or passing. And they're off and running. And here comes the big flick initiation from Cub Scout. Doesn't drop a tire there, but just dropping a tire on there and on the outside. Oh, but then Carnage grips up. Carnage gripped up and shut her down. I don't know if he stalled it or if he just didn't know what Cub Scout was going to do and just slowed down too much and like caused a grip up. I'm not sure what happened there, but Carnage pretty much had it in the bag until that happened. Right. So just because it has been taking so long and the judges can't come to an agreement because they're all seeing different things, they're going to go with a one more time between these two. So again, if y'all need to grab some tires, you are more than welcome to. There you go. There's a little bit of contact from the block man, but it doesn't seem to affect Carnage. He's choosing to go. That's going to open a gap on Cub Scout. Cub Scout not dropping a tire. Carnage not quite getting that first inner clip. Oh, not getting to the second. And he straightens. He isn't gripped up, but he did straighten. That's going to not look good on these runs. Cub Scout not running a clean line either. And I don't know. This is why I don't know. What do you guys think of Chad after that run? I can't even put it into words. And big flick initiation from Cub Scout yet again. Great line from both drivers as of right now. Hopefully they can hold it. Much cleaner run. They both drop a tire on the rumble strip on the second inner clip. Both going through the inside zone beautifully. Carnage sticking to Cub Scout's quarter panel. Now on his door without even making contact with both drivers. Wow. Holy crap. That was probably the best run between two drivers we have seen all night. The decision. And I know that there's already been 2 OMTs, but they're going to go one more time. So again, if you guys need tires, you have the right to. But so the reason that they are going one more time, just got it, was so the first run, one driver was deemed as an unleadable run, and the other one was deemed as unchaseable because Carnage didn't have the greatest of line, and then through the transition into the final corner, he straightened up for at least half a second, if not a little bit longer. And he didn't grip up to where it was an incomplete run, but he definitely straightened, and then again also had a bad line. And then in the chase, Cub Scout had no proximity as well as having a bad line and was dropping tires to try to catch up. So they just deemed it as basically an incomplete run for both drivers. And then the second run, they pretty much were twins at that point. They were mimicking everything. They only dropped one tire, and they both did it in the same spot. And Carnage was on Cub Scout's door the entire time, but Cub Scout, besides the tire drop, the guys were pulling in a clean line. So I guess the judges just could not come to a decision and go to a third. They hit the acceleration zone. Good proximity and initiation by both. Going into the second inning clip. Dropping a tire is Cub Scout while Carnage was able to hold the zone. Putting in yet another clean line in the lead. Here we go. Run number 2, this OMT number 3. Initiation. Not sure. All right, here they come through the final corner. And through the finish. And I do apologize for that camera angle in the beginning. I give you guys this decision. So, the reasoning they went OMT, I see a lot of proximity. Yes, Carnage had great proximity, but he was following Cub Scouts' line, which they had the same exact line. They dropped the tire in the same exact spot, had the same angle. They were mimicking each other perfect. It was a crazy run. Our judges don't judge just on proximity. If that was the case, yes, Carnage would have hands down won it. I would give it to him. But so the first run was deemed zeros or incomplete runs by both drivers. So they had to judge it just on the second run. They don't have a run to be able to compare lead to lead, chase to chase. It was just that one run. So since they mimicked each other perfectly, yes, Carnage was in the chase, so he had proximity, but Cub Scout also threw down a great line. So that's why it went OMT3. But the winner moving on is going to be Carnage King into the Final Four to qualifier against your number 10 qualifier. Here we go. And they're off. Oh, a little bit of squirreliness from Booty, dropping a tire on initiation, but not on the clip. Eureka cutting shallow, which is allowed through this corner. Both getting the inner clip. Booty dropping a tire on the inside zone. Getting out to the touch and go. Eureka not quite, just trying to get as close as he can to the door of Booty. And that was a pretty good back and forth battle through there. So much throughout that run. And they're off. About to hit the gas, going down in the first corner, humming down the straight stretch. Slightly late initiation from Eureka, but still a good one. Both getting the inside clip, and Booty losing a little bit of ground going into the second inner clip. Both getting it. Oh, Booty launches in on Eureka without making major contact. I'm not sure how he held that there. Eureka still pulling out a very clean line. Could be a little bit closer on the power up finish, but still got it. What a run from these two drivers. All right, guys. Between these two drivers, we're going to go one more time. So the reason that we're going to go one more time is because in the first run, judges saw that they were pretty equal. OMT run number 1. And here we go. Booty in lead, Eureka in chase, both Sylvias, different years. Booty throwing a little bit of a flick beautifully, but not quite getting the inner clip as Eureka did. Oh, Eureka got so close, barely taps him. Booty drops a tire on the inner clip as well as Eureka, as both of them do there through the inside zone as well. Booty going way wide through the touch and go. Oh, but now Eureka kept the tires spinning, but that was a big angle check through there. Now they're going to line up for the run number 2 of this OMT. And here we go. On the gas. Initiation, great initiation from Monkey. I do apologize, but Booty dropping tires into the first corner. 2 tires. That's probably going to be an incomplete run. I did change the camera, but I seen that at the last minute. Booty staying to Eureka's door, but that big mistake in the lead, or not in the lead, in the first corner is what probably will cost him. All right. The decision has came in, and it's going to be Eureka moving on due to the mistakes by Booty in both his lead and his chase in that first quarter. Here we go. DMI Savage versus Funky Monkey. Savage in the lead, Monkey in the chase. Right on Savage's bumper off the start. Good initiating by Savage. Coming in too hot is Monkey and shoving Savage off course. And now just, I don't know what Monkey is doing and not allowing Savage to get back in the lead, since that he was at fault there. Making contact yet again with Savage. Just looking like a terrible run for Monkey here. Monkey. All right, here they go. They're off and running. Again, Monkey in the lead in that Solstice. Savage and Chase in the Mustang. They hit the gas, go down. Very late initiation from Monkey. Still getting the inner clip though. Savage, all she has to do is just play it safe here. Great transition from Savage on Monkey. Makes slight contact, but not enough to mess Monkey up, and great power out by both drivers. So I'm thinking it's pretty obvious who's going to be the winner here, but we still have to wait for an official decision. And as I say that, I get it in, and Savage is going to be moving on to the final four. All right, here we go. They're revving their engines, hitting that rev limiter. Oh, that was Zombie, actually. My bad. Okay, here we go. They hit the gas. Here we go. First battle of the final four. Who's going to be competing for first? Who's going to be competing for third? Good initiation by both. Carnage throws too much angle. He's going to lose ground. Now he has to correct himself for angle to try to catch up to Jimothy, which he does so sort of. He's not right on the door, but he did catch ground. And now Carnage straightens. Oh, but then Jimothy may have straightened before the finish. Now, the judges are asking me to wait so they can look at this. And here we go. Carnage in lead. Jimothy in chase. Initiate. Great initiation by both again. Both getting that inner clip. A little bit of a gap. About the same that Carnage had against Jimothy. What a save by Jimothy. I thought he was going to contact Carnage, but now he's back to that proximity that he just had. He's still trying to gain ground. Carnage dropping a tire almost to his second tire was right on the white line. What great saves by these two. And both dropping a tire in the final corner. We're going to go one more time with these two to figure out who's going to be going on to a battle for first and who's going to be battling for third. Time for run number one in this OMT. Both not getting fresh tires. It's going to be interesting how this plays out. Good initiation timing by both. Both getting the inside clip. I just got the end of that. Both getting the second inner clip. Moving on to the inside zone. Very clean run from both the drivers, yet still have to make a mistake. A little bit of contact from Carnage, being a little aggressive. Both drivers neither dropping a tire. Holy cow, that run was insane. Run number two. Carnage in lead. Jimothy giving chase. Hits the gas. Good initiation again by both. Both getting the inner clip. Carnage actually opening up a gap a little bit on Jimothy. Now Jimothy closes the gap. Still clean. Big angle from Carnage, and that's going to cause him to make a mistake and go opposite drift. Basically handing the run over to Jimothy, and Jimothy just catches right back up on his door like nothing even happened. What, I guess you could say, defensive driving or avoidance by Jimothy. Holy. And I think you guys know who it is, but the judges even told me how it was going to play out. The way it was going to originally play out, Carnage may have gotten the win on that had he kept his line clean, just because he had better proximity in his chase. They didn't think they had a winner coming out of run one or someone having an advantage. And then going into run two, Carnage had a gap on him, so he would have had the win because he also had a clean line and just basically threw it away to Jimmy. All right, so now we're going to move on to the... Here we go. Time for this battle. Eureka gets a jump on Savage, applying the pressure right off the start. They initiate, both nailing the inner clip. Not much angle from Eureka though, trying to catch up to that Mustang. Savage just barely getting that second inner clip, not the full zone on the inner zone. Going out to the touch and go, dropping two tires on the grass patch, so that's going to add up to one tire drop. But Eureka was there, but not right up on Savage, so now they're going to head down to two. We'll see who's going to face Carnage for third and who's going to face Jimothy for first. go. And they're off on the gas. A little bit of a late initiation from Eureka. Throws big angle and dropping a tire. I don't think Savage was expecting that. She did make contact, but all she has to do is finish out the run. And in my eyes, I would think that Savage is going to get the win here. She did make contact, and that is a decel zone, but he was starting to go off course on the inside, so off course, and he was backwards. There's no way to predict how his car is going to react there. So Savage is going to be moving on to face Jimothy for first, but the first battle we go run number 1 of this third place battle. Carnage in lead, Eureka in chase. Initiation. Good initiation by both. A little bit of contact from Eureka, almost dropping a tire again in that inner clip number 1. Both getting inner clip 2, going through the inside zone. Eureka just dropping a tire. Another clean run yet from Carnage. And then straightening up is Eureka in that final corner. Yet that final corner giving people trouble. And here we go, this rerun of run number 2. Oh, he's not sure if he stalled it or... It looks like they're going to continue. Initiates. Good initiation by both. Going a little wide is Eureka dropping a tire on the outside. Carnage just dropping a tire on the inside. Both getting the first or second inner clip. Great angle through that inside zone from Eureka, but not quite getting out to the touch and go. And beautiful power out this time from both drivers. And not too bad a run from either. And we'll be back from it. From the judges with a decision. All right, here we go. And they hit the gas. Muscle versus import again. Just dropping a tire on initiation is Jimothy, but beautifully through the inside clip, dropping a tire is Savage. Now dropping a tire all the way into the grass is Savage yet again, while Jimothy putting down another good clean run. That looked like his run from yesterday, besides the tire drop yesterday. They give him that number 1 qualifying spot. So great lead run coming from. All right, and we're off. A lot of wheel spin from Jimothy, but it looks like he's able to catch up. Hit the acceleration zone. Initiating is Savage and Jimothy, both getting the inner clip. Big angle from Savage in the lead, coming back down. Both getting the inner clip yet again, and as well as the inside zone. Savage definitely cleaning up her run from the first one. Just dropping a tire over the touch and go is Savage. A little bit of contact, but did not seem to mess up Savage at all, because both hit the power out perfectly. That we finally got all this battling over with. In third place at the test comp at Indy. Driving the Mustang is Carnage King, taking third place. Now the one everybody's been waiting for, between Savage and Jimothy. Good friends off the track. Both driving newer vehicles. Going perfect in the R35 is Jimothy from Team X.